Yo, yo, yo. Right, welcome to my first look at these. Yeah, you know why you're here. It's in the blooming title when you search for it, and I probably stuck a link up. Anyway, this is going to be... I should start with, these are beta tester goggles, or one of the beta testing batch. Yeah. But as far as I understand it, they are... hardware physically exactly the same as the production model. In fact, these were wrapped in cellophane. I took them off because I rushed home at lunch when I knew that these were delivered, whipped the cellophane off, lifted the lid, pulled the goggles out, had a really quick look, honestly for about 20 seconds, and had to get back to work. So you're gonna see everything that I'm seeing for the first time, apart from the look at the lovely goggles. Anyway, I'll be, as you can probably tell already, I'll be rambling throughout this. It's probably going to be a fairly long video. I'm not going to do any editing, so to speak, just cut bits together, and we will go along and see how we get on. Apologies for the background. This is my garage. I live in the UK. It's 25 to 9 PM on a school night, so I best get on with this. Stand any chance of getting this up before the production units get shipped. Oh, already forgotten what I was going to say. My head's full of so many things. Oh yeah, background, this is my garage, but this is my also my quad chisel workbench. But yeah, the rest of it is just a state of a garage. Oh, and it's absolutely freezing, hence the heater. Yeah, it's like 3 degrees in here without the heater on, so that heater is going to stay on. Anyway, we'll leave that there. And yeah, like I said, enough rambling. That's gone on for 2 minutes already, so here we are, and let's have a look-see. I'll do my best. I'm also gonna, I forgot to say, I'm gonna be trying to answer some questions. I put up a Facebook post saying that I was doing this video, and I'm gonna do my best to answer some questions and also compare them to, or not compare them to, but you know, I'm coming from a set of, get the power cable out, SkyZone 04Xs. Absolutely love these goggles. They've been fantastic, apart from the analog receiver, the built-in receiver, but we'll get to that later. And I've been using the original SharkBite VRX module. So yeah, we will get to it. In fact, I've just thought of something that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna weigh these and the HDZERO goggles. So I'll get some scales and we'll get with it. One more thing. I'm also going to try, if everything goes well, to put a Fusion and a TBS Fusion analog module in the goggles and have a little tiny but flight just around my front room probably, just to see, because so far in all the videos that I've seen from some of the beta testers who've been lucky enough to get their goggles already, I've not seen anyone put up any analog performance stuff really. So yeah, we'll give that a whirl, because I'm pretty certain that that will be fairly high on many buyers' lists. So yeah, rocking. Let's do it again, 3rd time. Okay, cool. Let's get to it. Why was I about to do striptease music? Anyway, some of you may well have already seen unboxing videos of these, so because there are a couple around. But first off, looks like HDZERO. Yep, quick start guide, pretty useful, just to get the basics down, and I'll show you the goods already. Whoop, whoop. Getting them out is a bit of fun and games actually, because it's all stuck in the foam, I remember from the first time. But yeah, anyway, let's pop those. Oh, nice, look at them. Anyway, we'll get to that in a second. Let's go through the rest of the stuff. By the way, I'm doing this upside down, so this is a bit tricky. So accessories box, looks like everything. I'll just check in the box. Yep. Okay. Oh, there goes my phone. Apologies. Let's pop that down there. get her out of the way, and let's check out accessories because I'm going to need a few of these. Right, little bag of bits and bobs. Pull all this out. Excellent. I'll pop that down. And awesome. Right, so nice. Oh yeah. Oh, very nice. Sorry. I'm supposed to be doing all this on camera. Right, so goggle bag. That is a very nice bag actually. Yep, I like that. Makes a nice mitten as well. Yeah, it's all soft fleecy inside. Yeah, nice drawstring. That's cool. Yeah, I like that. I actually use an Ethics goggle bag, but we'll get to that a little bit as well. So we've got a strap. Let's check out what's in the little bag because I'm going to need... I've got fluff on me already. So I'm going to need some of this. Oh, these little bags. Grab some scissors. Ding. Chuck them back there. And what have we got going on in here? HDZERO stickers. Got a billion of those already, but love them. Can't get enough of them. Oh, it's 2 lots as well. Yeah, result. Very nice. Right, what looks to be, oh that's really cool, they're supplying a longer update cable than the standard one, the original one, and they've also got a tiny one that's for the, well I know it as being for the 1S Whoop Lite VTX, and that's the adapter board to go with it. So that's really cool that they're doing all of those, because I'm guessing, yeah, the goggles are the full size one, so yep, that little cable is for the 1S, so they're giving you spares of that. Yeah, sweet. Very nice. Nice HDZERO cleaning cloth. One HDZERO fat strap. I believe this is a fat strap, or it's remarkably like it. That is very much like it. So, I don't know, I'm guessing that's a fat strap. I think I heard that it was, but that's cool. It's got clips, nice poppers to go around the solid metal buckles on there. Yeah, feels nice. Awesome. I use a fat strap at the moment actually on my HDZERO VRXs and love that, but this feels softer. Yeah, this is nice. This is a really good goggle strap. Cool. Nice little surprise. Some goggle foam, and I like that foam. It's sort of, I want to say neoprene-y, but it's that really dense closed cell foam, Velcro backed as well. Another faceplate. We'll have a look and see which that is, because it comes with 2 faceplates. There's already one on the goggles, so it should accommodate all sizes of faces really. That's cool. And power cable, XT60 to barrel jack. By the looks of it, I don't think there's a regulator in here, but I know these goggles run from 7 to 25, 25.2. Yeah, I'm reading this, I'm cheating. Yeah, 7 to 25.2, so 2S to 6S. Personally, I wouldn't run anything on 6S if you could help it, just because you're at the absolute upper limits. And yeah, there you go. But anyway, we'll get to what I'm going to be using or trying to use in a bit. So yeah, that's all pretty cool. Let's have a quick look at the goggles themselves. Weight wise, they feel decent, feel solid. Nice, yep. No creaks, no nothing. Beautiful finish. I'm glad they went with white because it reflects the sun, and yeah, just looks nice. Yeah, I like that. Buttons wise on the top. Yep, nice. Center button. Nice jog wheel, I like that. Hopefully you can hear that. That's cool. It's not a joypad, it's not a cursor. Also, yeah, not a joypad. It's a rotary dial, rotary encoder. I like that, it feels nice. Enter button in the middle. That I believe is a stop start. I should really read the quick start guide, but we'll get to that. And then underneath, which is the best way up for you, I think that way, we've got head tracker, because it has built-in head tracker as well. I believe it's a 7-axis head tracker. I can't actually, no, 6-axis, sorry, where did I get 7 from? 6-axis head tracker, that's really cool. I like that, nice. Firmware update port, headphones, which is also a combined mic for a line-in mic as well, damn useful. HDMI out, HDMI in, SD card slot, and an AV input as well. Yeah, everything covered, really, really cool. And then we've got some sliding IP adjusters, and the IPD goes from 57 to 70 millimeters, so should accommodate big, wide view. I should actually take these off. I'll have to get a pair of tweezers to grab them. Yeah, cool, I will do. And then we've got focus adjustment knobs, nice little light clicky focus adjustment knobs with nice little dials on them as well. That's really cool. And they go from a +6 to a -6 diopter. Now I actually wear contact lenses because I'm +3.25 and +3.0. But in fairness, I wear contact lenses when I'm wearing goggles, but I know that they're not quite right, so I always have to fine-tune using the adjusters, and I really like the way that is, because I'm sure that when it's on your head, oh yeah, you can dial those in a treat. Yeah, that's nice, I like that, that's very cool. I do wonder if they'll get bumped and moved easily though. So I wonder if anyone will come out with like a 3D print. If these are vents or anything, I wonder if you can make a 3D print that locks over that channel. Not so it locks the IPD, because that's fairly stiff and that won't really move, but locks that and pops over. Anyway, that's a thought for another time. I'm rambling, did warn you. And that faceplate that's on it at the moment, which have we got? Oh, that's the wider one, and the narrow one is on. I'm almost trying it on my face. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be the wide. I know there's no foam on it. Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to be the narrow, so that's really cool. Right, so first things first, let's grab some tweezers and pull these protective plastics off. Oh yeah, it's like one of them AMSR videos, isn't it? There we go. Wicked. Don't need them anymore. Yeah, cool looking optics. Nice. There's diopter slots as well. Don't know if you can see in there, but there's a diopter slot, so you can fit a diopter as well. Very cool. Yeah. Oh crap! I didn't finish, did I? Rubbish. Obviously, fan cover. Let's turn these around for you. 4 SMAs. Nice. Yeah, they're really cool. They're recessed as well, so we'll get to that with antennas, because it may make getting to the nuts like you would normally do a little bit tricky, but there's a really cool 3D print that I'm sure you'll be seeing everywhere and people selling more of as these get more and more popular, to put over the nuts. But anyway, we'll get to that. There's your barrel plug in and a nice power switch. I love the fact it's red as well. I really like the look of these. I do dig these a lot actually. Very cool. Love the honeycomb vents. Nice. This is module bay for an analog module, which I've also got. We'll get to that in a little bit as well. And it looks like a cover that will just pop off, I'm pretty certain. He says, yeah, nice cover, pops off. Wow, it's so neat. Very, very, very neat. Oh yeah, fits on there a treat. Yeah, that's not loose, it doesn't rattle. Yeah, nothing. That's cool. Yeah, I like it a lot. Right, so let's try and pop on. I'm probably gonna have to do this 12 times. I'm taking up way too much of your time already. Anyway, right, and first things first, dive in, literally. That's cool. Okay, right, let's flip you up. Okay, right, so as you can see, me fairly skinny, got longish, narrowish head, your classic westernish head, I would guess. Massive nose. There we go. Any good? Don't know. And this faceplate appears to be the narrow one. Well, it definitely is the narrow one. I've stuck the foam on. I need to tidy that up on the edge. Just there. Yeah, there you go. Right, give it a whirl. Yeah, that is comfortable. I don't know whether you can see, but my nose, and it is a big nose. I'd like to think the camera makes it look smaller than it is, but it ain't. It's massive. Thanks, Dad. And that fits in there a treat. Yeah, that's really comfortable. Really comfortable. Nice. Let's pop the strap on. Oh, should be doing that down there, shouldn't I? Sorry. You can tell I don't do a lot of this filming, do I? Not vlog styley stuff. And you're probably all going, yeah, thank God, already, but tough. I wanted to share this because I know this is the sort of thing that I like watching. Super geek. So there we go. Now, I've got, flip you back up, I've got a peanut head. Very, very, very small head. So I guarantee, yep, that's too big. Oh man, that is much more comfortable than, wow, yeah, than the strap on my Sky 04Xs. Oh wow, they're so light. I'm gonna weigh these in a bit. Compared to my 04Xs, these are so light. Anyway, let's tighten that strap up a little bit. Let's go for the H and the D. Oh, that's better. Yeah, there we go. That's good. Right, light leak wise, got nothing. No, but there are two. I'm just trying to work out, because in the corner of my eyes, about like here, imagine that's where my eyes are, there's like lighter patches, but there's no light leak, almost like it's shining through. Is it? No, I don't know. But I'm really effing, well, yeah, I'm really effing to look. Ah, I bet I know where they are. Right, on my Sky Zones, where the faceplate clips in, light would get slightly in between there, so I ended up putting the slightest piece of tape. I'm just trying to work out where. Ah, it's there, it's on the top. Okay, yeah, so there's something there, and I bet it's where the clips are. Oh, look on this one, and I'll be able to see. No, I don't know. I'll have to investigate that, because there's the slightest little bit of eye of sort of like bleed in from about here. I bet it is. It's those clips. Right, it's where those clips go in there. So exactly the same as my Sky Zones, because obviously there's a hole in the faceplate, and so light goes in there. I've just realised that I'm doing all this with the video up wrong. Sorry. Right, yeah, so there, just in there on the faceplate, you'll see there's two little holes where the clips go. Are they coming out? Yep, there, sort of thing. Where the faceplate clips into the goggles, and because there's like a join in between their light, the slightest little bit of light is bleeding. Not only, it's probably bleeding through the white plastic, if that makes any sense. And I remedied that on my Sky Zones by, on this side, filling that hole, putting like the slightest little bit of black tape over those holes, and that completely cured that. And I'm wondering if this would do the same, because you can see in the actual goggle up in the top corner here, you can see the inside of the clip. So yeah, I guarantee that's what that is. Okay, so that's cool, because you can sort that. If it even bothers you, I might not even notice it, but I'm a bit fussy, and I think, well, why put up with that when, for the sake of 2 minutes and a bit of tape, you've sorted it completely. So result, man, they're comfortable. They really are. They've got that faceplate fit brilliant. Yeah, That's better than the Sky Zones for comfort wise, definitely. And the weight, loving it. What's it like out on the side? Don't know whether you can see. Nothing. No movement. With my Sky Zones, if I did that, because of the weight of the module on the front, they'd sort of like pivot a bit like that. So if I was like laughing or nodding, whatever, when I'm flying, you could feel the goggles very slightly move. But no, not with these. Damn. Okay, impressed so far. That's good. Shall we weigh them, or shall we talk about antennas first? So let's pop you back down. Have I gone too far? Oh, sorry, I can't see the screen. There we go. Yeah, cool. So my current goggles, sorry, I should now say my X goggles, because damn sure I'm going to be using those, are Sky Zone 04Xs with the original Shark Bite module and True RC's fantastic XAir, oh, I can never get this right, XAir Mark IIs, that's it, XAir Mark IIs, directional patch antennas, and on the top I've either been using these two True RC Singularity stubbies on the top, but most of the time I tend to use these, two of these Luminaire dual axis bum beads, anal beads, whatever you want to call them, and I normally use two of these. There's a hint I've already printed off the little recessed nut spinners, which are pretty cool, but yeah, normally I have two of those on. So let's set this up how I normally wear them, and we will weigh them. Yeah, as you can see, my like fat straps on here, this is like a much firmer material, stiffer material. This is nice and soft. I like that, because I know it sounds weird, I'm bald and I can normally feel these edges on the edge of my head, and these not at all, nice and soft, so that's really good. Anyway, I've just realised I haven't got the scales, so seeing as it's been 20-25 minutes already of this video, it's more like a massive live stream, I'm going to pause it, you can make a cuppa, I'm going to get a drink and grab some scales. I'll be back. Okay, some scales. Now I'm going to weigh them without the cable affecting it, if that can make any sense. These are my Sky Zone 04Xs, and they are, what's that, 478 grams, so that's not bad. These, oh crap, I can't weigh the HDZERO goggles until I've popped antennas on, so let's have a quick talk about that. Yeah, right, so I'm going to be putting on a pair of these True RC XAir Mark IIs, again same as I was using on my original VRX module. These are for the VRX module, the HDZERO VRX module with the rail mounting system, so they include 3D printed rail mounts, but the rails are a slightly different size to the HDZERO goggles, so I've had to print. Hugo, the owner of True RC, has files, STLs on his website under the listing for these, the VRX XAirs, for rail mounts for the HDZERO goggles. So I've printed those. I've printed them in a carbon fibre infused polycarbonate because I wanted more of a matte finish to sort of replicate the actual patches rather than the shiny PLA that comes with them. But anyway, that's just me being a tart. So let's glue these on with some double-sided tape and stick them onto the goggles, and I can do a proper weight comparison. So yeah, we'll get to that. Anyway, I'm gonna not bore you with me putting them on, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, while I've been doing that, something that I wondered about was with the rail system, having no experience of it because I'm still using the original Shark Bite VRX. I was wondering how firm they would be because I didn't want them just like sliding or rattling around or anything like that. So I thought I'll show you. Obviously I've stuck these on now. and that, I don't know if you can hear it, slides on really well, and yeah, that's not loose in the slightest. So, but nicely comes off. I'm actually mega impressed by that. I didn't wonder if there should be in the design, if there should have been like a little indent in the goggles and then like a sticky out nubbin nipply bit on the inside of this to sort of like clip in, but honestly does not need them at all. I like that, especially once the cable's attached. Look, these ain't moving at all. I can slide them slightly there, but they're not moving and they stay nice and low profile. That's really cool. I also look pretty smart with the little red nut spinnery things on there. In fact, that one's not tight. There you go. So yeah, I like that. That's cool. Right, okay, I'll finish it off now. Okay, let's try that again with the weights. So get my old SkyZone 04X's. Is that all on there? Stay. Slide you a bit forwards. Yep, nothing's touching. 480 as I would use them. I'm sure it's 478 before, but it's 480. Yeah, we'll go with 480. And I just need to pop off the luminaires, double dual axis thingamybobs, because I'm going to be using those probably a good amount of the time on these. So let's just very lightly stick these on. Not really worried about where, because I'm going to be taking these off again in a bit. So right, you're on there, and yeah, it's ready to rock. Drum roll. 416. I'm surprised because the SkyZones feel much heavier. Maybe it's because the module is so much further forwards and it's levering on your head. But yeah, so 416. Let's have a grope. No, these are way heavier. Yeah, way heavier. Shit, weird. Okay, anyway, 416. So nice lightweight goggles. To be honest, they feel, I don't know what my I used to have HDO2s. I've had Attitude V5s, HDO2s, and now the SkyZone 04X's, and these feel the same as my old HDO2s. Yeah, nice. Man, they look so cool. Let's just get these scales out of the way, and you tell me which you think looks coolest. I think these. I used to like this white glossiness, but now I like this sort of satin finish, and all the edges are just nice. God, yeah, these are really well made. Very, very impressed indeed. I don't know if you can see, if I line up the sort of front of the face, can you see? Is that showing up much? Just trying to give you an idea of the sort of depth. They are exactly the same width. Yeah, this way. Exactly the same. Wow. One of the things that I never liked about the SkyZone with these rolly wheels, the fact that there was 2 scroll wheels and 2 buttons. I could never remember the function to change channel or to go between analog and digital, HDMI input, nothing. So yeah, this was always in the way, the diopter adjustment, although in fairness I never used that much. But these have been excellent goggles, can't knock them at all. And to be honest, as per one of Ryan's videos, I'm probably going to give the stubbies a go. I've actually got another 2 of these True RC Singularity stubbies coming. Should be here tomorrow actually, so I'll be able to run all 4 on those if I don't want the directional patches. But to be honest, I really like the look of them, and they've always performed well for me on here. So yeah, and I do need the penetration because I do fly bandos quite a lot. So yeah, I'm probably going to stick with them on there, just because, well, I think they look nice as well. And I'm a tart, and when I've got anything on my face covering my actual face, that needs to look good, because it needs to be an improvement over my actual face. Yeah, I am liking them. Let's get these back off, and then let's get ready to power it up for the first time and have a look. Stick them there. Wow, sorry, I can't stop looking at these. They're yeah, really, really good. I'm going to readjust this phone, definitely, but I'll do that off camera. Yeah, I haven't done the world's best job there, so we'll work on that. Yeah, can't stop looking at them. Anyway, I really am rambling. I do apologise. Let's get out. That is a nice soft silicon cable as well. Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, I like that. Awesome. Now, battery wise, I've got two choices. What I had been doing, I've been running, just grabbing some batteries. There we go. I've been running my Sky Zones when I was using HDZERO on a 1300, yeah, these 1300 4S, and using, put these to one side, grab these again, using the original SharkBite power cable that's got a regulator built in, but I also added this LiPo alarm that's configurable, so because obviously the regulator doesn't tell you when your LiPo's getting flat, and this was dirt cheap. I think I got it from a website called The Component Shop, and it's just an XT60 low voltage alarm. Just search for that, it's dirt cheap, and yeah, you can find that selectable, like I said, and basically it beeps when you put it on, and then when you've configured this, I can't remember what I've got it set to, 3.7 by the looks of it, my eyes are terrible, 3.7 volts, like average cell or something, and this beeps, and no, it's not average cell. What am I on about? Where's my goggles? I know this works properly. Sorry, I've got magnifying goggles. Yeah, 3.7 volts. Ooh. Hey. Anyway, I'll work that out. I know this works right, because I've never killed a battery. Definitely not. And it starts beeping. Somehow this is working at average cell. I don't think you have to tell it it's for a 4S. God knows. Anyway, yeah, like I said, it starts beeping and the light flashes, and I know that my goggle battery is getting low. But this new cable obviously doesn't have a regulator, so I know it's going to be, because from videos that I've seen, it's just going to be showing me the goggle battery. I don't know if there's an alarm or anything yet that you can set, or that automatically happens. I don't know. We'll hopefully find that out at some point. Or I've also got this, which I've never used before. I just got it because I was ordering some bits, and I just happened to be, I saw it and I thought, oh, I wonder if that'd work. Could be useful. Plus, at some point, I've got the Walksnail VRX module coming as well, so obviously that's going to need powering, and I'm wondering if it'll be powered off of a balance connector, so that'll be interesting. But this is a GNB 3000 milliamp hour 2S goggle pack, they call it, because it's got a barrel plug on it. It's also got, don't know how reliable it is, but because I just charged this on the charger, so you'd expect that to be saying 100%, but anyway, it's a little inbuilt testy battery thing. I think it's going to be a little bit small. It's 3000 milliamp hour, and also think it's going to be a little small in here. Maybe not actually. No, that actually fits quite nice in there. And then she would run to there, I'm guessing. I hope that's off. Yeah, that's off. So we'll see. That's plugged in. I wonder, I could tuck the old XT60 down there as well, just to make that slightly neater and a little tighter. Yep. Yeah, cool. It's in there. Oh, it's got on the inside of the strap, the battery part's got little silicone nipply bits to grip the battery. It's pretty cool. Yeah, that actually fits pretty well. Anyway, we'll see. I actually don't mind at all using the power cable. I quite like it actually in a weird way. But anyway, we'll see. I'll leave that on there and we'll see how we get on. But for the moment, obviously I want to see this power up. So let's stick you back there. Let's see how that fits now. Oh no, it's still actually mega comfortable. And power switch, where are you? You are... Where am I feeling? Why can I not feel you? Ah, right, yeah. Don't know whether you can see, this is makes life a little bit tricky with this battery pack because this cable is pretty short, but getting to the switch to turn her on is a little bit tricky. I suppose you get used to it actually, you know, you can feel it along the top. But like I said, I'm probably going to be using a cable anyway, just because habit, and I quite like it. Anyway, let's power her up, let's have a look. Oh yeah, that's way out of focus, but that's, oh my god, when you get that in focus, oh yeah, oh my word, that is clear. Oh wow, yep, that's cool. Let's mess with the IPD a little bit. Edge to edge on this screen, everything is, every corner is perfect. Holy shit. I can notice that I'm only on the menu screen at the moment. I can notice the... does it? Or does it actually? No, I don't think it does. No, I think it's just the fact that I can see the corners. Right, so... tunneling effect wise, you can see the edges of the lenses. How do I explain this? I can see like a rim that's being lit up with the reflected light off of the screen. I don't think I can see that on my sky zones. I'm not so sure, but I'm really overanalyzing and really looking for things here. But yeah, I think, but the menu screen is very bright. It's light grey and very bright. I don't know if I can get a picture of it for you. I'll try and work that out, and if I can, I'll have chucked it in here. If not, sorry. But I can see the corners perfect. There's zero pin cushioning or anything. That's amazing, and that did not take me very long. Just messing about with the IPDs just to see what differences they make. Wow, I can't believe how good that is. And it does show your goggle voltage, by the way. Mine's 2S. It says 2S 7.7 volts. Incredible. No SD card. Oh yeah. RF HDZERO R2. I'm guessing that's what it's on. ESP32 off. Wi-Fi off. Mad. So how do you move up and down the menu settings? Scan now. So I'm just fiddling as well. Try and work out where anything is. Oh, so you do it like that. Oh wow. Sorry, I'm just messing. I apologise. Oh, so I've messed with the settings. What display have I just put in the... Holy cow, that OSD is sharp. Wow, it brought up like an onboard OSD. Wow, I do like this. Yeah, love that. And it's fast. It's really responsive. It's really fast. That's cool. Yeah, amazing. Right, I need to... it says update VTX, update goggle, current version. Oh, that's so cool. Right, I should have read the quick start guide, but that's how you get in and out of the menus. Scanning done. So do you have to wait for that to scan? Oh yeah, you do. Oh, that's so cool. Auto scan. Let's turn you off. Oh, that's brilliant. That's really cool. Oh, and you can put a default, so it defaults the HDZERO analog or HDMI in. Wow. Huh. All the connection options, such as backpack. ESP firmware updates, Wi-Fi stuff, other Wi-Fi settings, which I know the Wi-Fi stuff is not working at the moment because the expansion module for the Wi-Fi is not released yet, but that's all coming. And wow, incredible. Fans, auto control on, top fan, side fans, amazing. Amazing. Yeah. Oh, so cool. Wonder how loud you can make the top fan. Ah, that's cool. So there must be an extra fan running in this, because there's like a cooling fan and then there's a defogging fan and side fans, I think. I don't know, I'm just mumbling again. I'm really sorry I've brought you along on this and you're just sitting here watching me look at goggles. Incredible. Anyway, let's turn you off quick. Which way is it? Backwards. Yep, backwards. Right, I'm sorry, that was 15 minutes of me just... Oh, yeah, that's yeah, amazing. Very, very impressed. I know first thing I've got to do is update the firmware. So yeah, to the latest beta testing firmware, which I'm going to do now. That's, as far as I know, basically the same sort of method as the current VRX. So yeah, pop the contents on an SD card, pop it in, etc. So I'm going to do that now. Enough of me waffling, and we'll get to the next bit in a second. It's updating. Oh, you're not going to be able to see that. Are you? Oh, I can't see on the screen. No. No. Can you see any of that? No. Okay, we won't. What if I shut it a bit closer now? Does that help at all? No, I don't think so. No, I don't know. Anyway, I think it's about halfway through. The fans are pretty loud, sat on the bench. Can you hear it? But they spool up and slow down. So I'm guessing I did notice in the menu system there's a fan thing and there's auto temp control, so I guess it does that. Now I don't expect they're hot, so I think it's set on the conservative precautionary side, or it senses how much it might heat up. I don't know. But yeah, they're fairly loud at the moment, but when they spool down they're quite quiet. And in fairness, when I'm sat in here on my own, even the fan on my Sky Zone 04X is just the one single fan. I can hear it, but these are a lot louder, the fans. But you know, I'm all for keeping things cool. And yeah, we'll see how we get on with using them. But here we go, let's just have a look, see how it's doing. Oh, it's not far off. That is not far off at all. I've got to say, the menu system is brilliant. I need to have a quick look and see if there's any way I can capture the menu. That just beeped. Update success, repower goggle now, which I will do. Ding. That's off. You can hear the difference with the fans. If I turn it on and see if you hear anything, I won't talk for once. And it does take a short while to boot from cold. This is taking longer, so I think this must be like a first start thing, if that makes sense. Let's see. Ah, okay, so going to the firmware version. Yep, it's updated the firmware. That's cool. Right, let's have a look and see if I can get this connected to my computer and maybe do a screen capture. I'm not sure if I can. We'll have a look. Let's see. Wish me luck. Okay, so I've just updated and I got a bit carried away and I wanted to check that everything was working right. And I fired up a quad, a HDZERO quad, and looked at it through the goggles. The picture is beautiful, but well, check this. Okay, this is test 2. Where are we? There. Awesome. Check out the late. The latency's less. That is fucking less. Way less. I don't care what anyone says. That is less. That's very, very cool indeed. Wow. Okay. Okay. And if you think I'm wrong, you can fight me, because I noticed it. I've actually just done the same thing with my Skyzone, Skyzone 04Xs, and doing the old finger tap, and because I'm hearing as well as this, and as well as seeing in the goggles, and I could definitely see a latency on the Skyzone 04X. These feel instant, and I mean like instant, and just, yeah, that I wasn't expecting that. I mean, obviously I know the numbers are a lot less. They say Cole says 3 milliseconds. Hang on, I think I've got it here somewhere. Yeah, 3 milliseconds. I was not expecting to feel that just from that finger test, but that's blown me away, because I'm not particularly latency sensitive, I don't think, although no, actually that's a lie. I am. That's one of the reasons that I don't get on with DJI. Whenever I've tried that, I feel the latency going up and down, like a time warp sort of effect, and it's always, yeah, I've always noticed it, along with the horrific white balance shifting and smearing and focus mode and everything. But don't get me started on that. This yeah, that impressed me a lot. I don't know what more to say about that. That was pretty amazing. Right, a couple of thoughts. My IPD, now I think I've got a narrow face. My IPD at the moment, I don't know whether you can see in the slots, I've got them adjusted all the way out. To be honest, even a bit in is absolutely fine, but I've got them all the way out, so that might be something to consider if you've got a really wide face or wide IPD. So that's that. Menu system wise, I've completely forgotten the name of the guy that is it John Anthony? No, mind going blank. I watch too many live streams and stuff, so maybe that's not him. I will try and find that out. It might be Michael Anthony. I'll put the name here, his name here. I'm sure that he's behind the OSD and the interface, the screen menus, etc., goggle menus. He's done a cracking job. It works really well. Very quick, very smooth, very intuitive. Tons of options, nice layout. Yeah, really good. I like that. There's a couple of things I've noticed, that when I first power the goggles on, there's a splash screen, HDZERO, and then like ... as it's booting. That boots up, and then it goes to the menu screen, and the jog wheel isn't responding to anything, and after about 3 seconds it jumps onto the last selected HDZERO channel, which is probably a good thing, and then you have to press and long hold to go into the menu, and then everything works perfectly. So I think that might be a feature, if that makes sense, but it was a bit weird to begin with. I was like, oh, why is the jog wheel not working? And then it jumped to the channel. So, you know, that's probably a good thing, actually, because 9 times out of 10 you just want to turn them on, power up the goggles, jump straight to your channel and fly. Yeah, mega. Wow, crazy impressive. Anyway, let's have a look at the analog module bay now. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, let's just take this battery out while I'm messing with stuff, so I'm not flopping around a heavy battery on a strap. Oh, by the way, I worked out that if you hook I had the battery in that way, and the lead was then covering the on-off switch. If you flip it in upside down and have the lead coming out, then when the lead goes in, it's more down like that, and you can get to the on-off switch much better. So yeah, something to note. Yeah, cool. Right, so here we've got the analog module bay cover, or sorry, the module bay cover. It's not just for analog, possibly, but at the moment it is. So pop that off. Nice little slot in there, and then here we've got the box that the module bay comes in. And I've not actually seen this yet. Oh, cool! It's white, nice, like the goggles. What have we got in there? That looks like, that's the retaining screw. 2 seconds. Okay, doke. Nothing else in there. It's all good. Oh, I'm going to chuck you back in here. In fact, that's that looks like, yeah, that's a retaining screw, because I know once you can clip this in and clip it out, but if you want to retain it a bit firm, then or a semi-permanent retention, then you can fit that screw in there as well, and there's a nice brass insert in there. That's cool. So, but at the moment I don't think I'm going to be popping her in permanently, so I stick everything back in the box so I don't get lost. Right, that is also really well made. Yep, nice HDZERO board in there. You can see where your analog module pins fit in, and then that's the transfer to the goggles. I like that, that's cool. Let's see what she's like in there. Oh, that way. Oh, nice click. Yeah, that's inside. Oh, wow. Oh, jeebus. That's nice. Good bit of design. Very good bit of design. Oh, I'm impressed by that. How easily does that come off? Just a pull. Oh, I don't want to break you. Please don't break. Yep, no, it just pulls. Yep, just with those. Wow, that is extremely good. Anyway, let's see what we're like with the module. I've got a TBS Fusion. That's what I used to use on my HDO2s, and then I got the SkyZone 04Xs with their built-in steady view module. And if anyone knows anything about them, they have huge problems with them. They're crap. So there is apparently an upgraded board. I haven't bothered to get it because I knew I was going to be getting these goggles and thankfully going back to my Fusion module, but also I've seen Facebook comments about there being problems with the upgraded board, and yeah, it's just not worth it for me. Anyway, let's see how this bad boy slots in here. Just line those pins up. Why have I got one slightly bent pin? That's a worry. Ooh, must have happened while it's been away and packed. And oh, that clips in there, nice. Yep, that's cool. Let's get all them pins down. Yep, they're all in. You can see them all lined up in the back. Now, how well does this fit? I know the pictures that I've seen of rapid fire modules, they're a bit big. The cover for the rapid fire is a bit big. Hey, that. Oh my god, that fits there really well. I was thinking that we'd need to design and print another one, and maybe you could. There's a bit of a gap around it, but that's on there nice and solid. Yeah, I like that. Joystick's all working. That's going to stay like that. And let's plug her back in. Nice click, nice click. That's on, that's solid. Yep, we like that. There we go. It's cool. Does not look out of place. In your hand, in person, that does not look big. Or when you see pictures, and I know a lot of people were worried that this was going to be like a big thing sticking out the side, and it's really not. It's really not. Wow, sorry, I can't get over how good these are and how like top quality. That's really cool indeed. So yeah, I think we can pop the cover to one side as well. Awesome. Right, let's go and have a play with that. In the main goggles menu, there's a subsection for different connections where you can switch between the HDMI in, HDZERO AV in, expansion bay. It's brilliant. really is. I've done so well with this, and this goggle really does do it all for me. Amazing. Sheesh. Very nice indeed. Right, anyway, I'm going to go and have a quick play with this and see how that works. Catch you in a bit. Well, it really is quite a bit later because it's actually 2 days later, two evenings later. And right, long story sideways, I was going to post a quick analog flight on here, but I've obviously the main point of having these goggles as beta test goggles is to do beta testing, and I've started doing that. Noticed a couple of things, so I've been focusing on doing that more than making this video. Obviously everyone involved wants to make sure that when you guys all get the production units of these, that the firmware is as perfect as it can be. So, and there's not a lot of time because the production units should be shipping nowish, hopefully. And beta testing obviously needs to be done as much as possible, get through as much as possible. So I've been using these, and analog performance, I'm going to say, is fantastic because it is, but that's one of the main things that I've been focusing on is some exposure issues and stuff with the goggles. Carl has been, and Ligon has been incredibly responsive and active in the beta testers group at listening and bringing out new firmwares, new beta firmwares to try thick and fast. So everyone's been involved in doing that, and the camera exposure settings are fixed now as far as I'm concerned. But one of the things that I've noticed this evening is when you change the goggle display, what you actually see screen settings, that's reflected in the DVR. And so when I did some analog flights this evening, just with a tiny whip in the house, that with the intention of posting, but I recently updated to another beta firmware and all the screen settings reset to default, and I just thought, oh, it's not a problem, for the sake of it I'll just record these analog flights because obviously I want to get on with more testing. And didn't realise that basically my screen settings weren't optimal, so the analog video that I would show you, all the saturation and contrast and everything, is all to cock. So I'm not going to post that, but I will post 2 screenshots now just to show that they're completely unedited, and there's a difference between the settings ranges being reflected in the DVR. Personally, I quite like it because it means that if I set up the screens exactly as I'd like them, you get a very good representation of exactly what's going to be recorded on DVR. Whereas I know with my SkyZone 04Xs, what I saw on the DVR looked very different to what I saw in the goggles, if that makes sense, because the settings recorded and displayed were so different. And you couldn't change the recorded settings. But on these, at the moment, it appears you can. And personally, I really like it. Whether or not it will stay like that, I don't know. But anyway, getting off on a tangent. And I'm going to stop this video now because it's been about an hour. If anyone out there in YouTube land or whatever is still watching, it's been about an hour, and pretty much all I've done is ramble and drool over these and say I like it a lot. So I've watched some of it back, and yeah, so I'm going to stop this and make this part 1 of my sort of first impressions and bits and bobs, etc. A couple of things to tell you. This battery pack that I was using, this 2S 3000 milliamp hour battery pack, goggles pack, while it fits lovely, it lasts about 20 to 25 minutes. So that is not going to cut it, it's pants. So I've gone back to using a 1300, no I haven't. No, wrong battery, sorry, that's for a quad. A 1550 milliamp hour 4S, and I couldn't tell you exactly how long it's lasting because I've been messing about with the testing, so on off, etc. And I've charged this once just for the sake of it, but I wasn't really paying attention. But I certainly didn't get any goggle voltage warning alarms with this, whereas this I did, and yeah, straight away. Not straight away, 20 or 25 minutes, so that's not going to cut it. So I've gone back to using the cable. To be honest, I quite like it. I'm used to that with my SkyZone 4Xs. You don't have to wait on your head. There's pluses and minuses to both, but if you wanted to use a battery pack in this, it needs to be much bigger than that. I'd try and get hold of something like a 3S 5000 milliamp hour battery and give that a go, but I think I'm just gonna stick with what I know and use the cable. So there we go. What else? Oh, the analog bay module has been fantastic. You know, the expansion bay, I'm using all the True RC Singularity stubbies on it at the moment. I did have to, it's nothing to do with this, but I did have to Dremel around the antenna holes for the SMAs a bit to use these stubbies, because they're tapered and they screw on quite low down, so I had to Dremel that around. So something to note if ever you're gonna use that. But I think that I don't remember ever using these True RC stubbies with this fusion module in my old HDO2, so I can't say for definite whether or not it fitted, but there's nothing about this expansion module bay that should change the way the cover fits. Anyway, more rambling, and yeah, that'll do for part one. I'm going to get on with some testing. It is 11 PM here now. I want to do a bit more. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say that exposure at the moment, the the goggles display settings being recorded exactly in the DVR as they're set in the display, also applies at the moment on this firmware to the HDZERO recording as well. So if you tune your HDZERO recording exactly how you like seeing it in the goggles, at the moment that's exactly what you'll get in the DVR. So like I said, I like it, but anyway, there we go. So yeah, that's it for part one. Somewhere I've got a donut to eat, so I'm gonna smash this in my face real quick and get on with some testing, and I will get a part two up as soon as possible. If there's anything specific you want to know, leave a question down below or a comment down below, and I'll be checking them and I'll do my best to answer. Hope you've made it all this way through and it's given you a little bit of a taste and something to occupy your time while you're waiting for the production units, and they will be well worth the wait. Anyway, cheers guys, thanks very much, bye. I forgot to say, of course, told you I've never done this before. It's a good job this isn't Oscar's acceptance speech, but a massive thanks so far to Carl, the whole team, all the beta testers, everyone involved. It's incredible, blows me away that this is their first go at a set of goggles, and yeah, kicks the arse out of those that have been doing it for quite some time. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, that is me now. Cheers.